What's going on, gamers? Are we ready for another Xbox video? Yeah, because you know, as AGN has always told you, no matter what you think PlayStation does, Microsoft comes in and will not let it stay still for a while. And it will come for weeks straight, months straight after that, consistently overtalk and do all that. So let's get ready, because Xbox hardware is more abandoned now. But then again, is this anything new? And also, are you ready for the flip-flopping again and the two-faced stuff and saying that we're done with Xbox's Anywhere campaign, it failed and all that? Well, guess what? It's back. Are we ready? Yeah, it's back. Yeah, you're like, wait, I thought that was a failure. Well, Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer, that's all a failure. But here we go again, right? Xbox Cloud Gaming app expands to more Hisense smart TVs. Now we're moving to TVs to make up more fake numbers so that I can say, oh, if I get 150 million TV devices, I got now 150 million extra active monthly users. All this fake stuff. It's not real, by the way. I said that in my last video. And it's funny that every time AGN says something, here we go again. You see, this is what's going on here, man. A clown show loophole. Here we go again, right? And you got these Xbox fanboys, and you know what channel I'm talking about. The lamester channel is like, oh, every time he talks too much, it's like everything looks dumb, right? And how many times has AGN shut him down? Too many times. It's like, stop talking, stop making videos, because all you're going to do is get embarrassed by Microsoft, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to suck them off anyway. So let's continue. Xbox is bringing its cloud gaming app to millions more. Oh yeah, guys, keyword here, millions of more people, right? By the way, go down that channel and tell me if you still see anything about any Xbox fanboys. Doesn't exist, does it? Millions of more Vita OS smart TVs from Hisense, covering 2024 to 2026 models. So now let's focus on bringing Xbox. Remember, it's not the hardware focus. I told you that exclusive stuff is all BS. What are we doing here? This company is so half-hearted in everything it does when it comes to the Xbox brand. Everything is split up. Everything is all over the place again. You don't pick a lane and fully focus on it because you can't. You still don't know what you're doing. She hasn't done anything that Phil Spencer has not already done and tried. And now you just see, here comes the merry-go-round, right back to everything they've already done. Right here, with the Vita OS 9.6 or later, the operating system, CEO Asha Sharma noted the summer rollout has already hit 150 million devices worldwide. Oh, I bet, but you just had your worst quarter of all time. And you've been doing that prior. And you had mobile, and you had the app. But PlayStation is only on PlayStation. Nintendo is only on Nintendo, and they're making bank and being profitable, standing on their own. So is Steam, except Steam needs the Windows install base. But the point is that that little app is just there. You see? How? And you grabbed Activision. What is going on here? Good Lord. Letting Game Pass subscribers stream hundreds of titles with progress syncing across devices. Here we go again, across multiple devices. I thought that was over with. What are we doing back on this again? No, you want to be a publisher, don't you? Guys, there it is. Remember, the Xbox, everything is an Xbox campaign has failed. Here we go again. Going to smart TVs. Letting Game Pass subscribers, right? Even though that failed, I didn't hit no 77 million. And you tried Game Pass across multiple devices. Stream hundreds of titles with progress syncing across devices. There we go again. Xbox hardware is irrelevant. AGN has been trying to tell you this. But you had butthurt Xbox fanboys, delusional Xbox fanboys, and all these people toxically still harassing PlayStation content creators, Nintendo content creators, and people who are not in line with that cultish, delusional agenda. It's so funny because every single time they do that, then Microsoft comes out again and turns down a different direction. What are we doing again? Users need a compatible Bluetooth controller and a strong internet. Yeah, you're not going to just get it easily accessible. Right? The app even supports select own games. Not all of them, but select own games. This comes as Xbox faces declining hardware sales and revenue dips, pushing a shift towards accessible cloud play on TVs already at home. Oh, what did you just say? Xbox hardware is dead. Xbox is dead. and the revenue is not doing well. Okay, so this is not working. We tried the exclusives. You had Forza Horizon 6 launch. That's your biggest launch of the year. Nothing's launching bigger than that. Except Modern Warfare 4, but that's going to be on multiple devices. It didn't go to PlayStation. You're already playing the exclusive game. And you had that showcase. And you had one of the worst quarters in years in history. It doesn't work. I've been trying to tell you that. That's why you got the Xbox fiscal result that just told you. We've had our worst quarter in years. But you did all of that for what? See, exclusives don't work. Phil Spencer already knew it. And they came in here like they're going to make something better. But you had a worse quarter. Let's go. Let's go down. Let's see what she has to say right here. Are you ready for this BS? This is what she says. It's right here. This summer, we've expanded Xbox streaming to more than 150 million TVs. All these empty numbers. I tore it apart in that last video with 200 million nonsense. You see this again? Because this is called I'm desperate. I keep on going on other people's pre-installed bases that is actually successful. Because if you're selling 150 million TVs, you got it going. That's 150 million hardware sales. It's like Switch 1 numbers, right? They're not selling hardware, but they're trying to go and advertise on other people's hardware. I've never seen a company so desperate that you went ahead and you went across hundreds of millions of devices on multiple different assets in the mobile world, in the PC world, in the TV world, everything, and you still are in the gutter. Nobody wants to sign up for you. Nobody wants to sign up with you. You see what I'm saying? When I was telling you that PlayStation Plus is only on PlayStation. Nintendo Switch Online is only on Nintendo Switch. Xbox app, they've tried it on hundreds of millions of all these devices, and nobody is giving them the numbers they want because everybody knows and sees through Xbox. And they see through Microsoft's game. Nobody wants it. The brand is very damaged. You see? You're saying it again. Now I'm going to try these 150 million people. Imagine if Sony was doing that. What does that say about PlayStation hardware then? Imagine if Nintendo even tried something even outside of the Nintendo world. What does that say about Nintendo hardware? They're letting you know, we can't. How are we going to make any more money? I need to get anything. They're going all over everywhere and trying to put Xbox in front of everybody's face, forcing it, just like Copilot failed. Forcing it into TVs and everything. Then they're going to tell you, oh, so now we got an extra 150 million users. This is what they mean. See, it's fake. AGN is trying to tell you it is fake. This right up here is fake. Get ready because they're going to tell you something like that. That's why this was said. You see? And they included that in there. But what did it do? You had your worst quarter ever. Nobody paid attention. Because not everyone can afford a dedicated gaming hardware. Oh, man. So you're failing because nobody can afford it. No, it's because nobody wants your console. And yeah, it is vastly overpriced. Look, she's saying it. We have to expand now to TVs and devices around the world. Everything on all platforms. So Xbox is everywhere again. You see what I mean? I thought we were done. Because not everyone can afford dedicated gaming hardware. Guess what? Get ready in 2 days. Xbox hardware is about to go up again to $800+. She's saying that before the price increased. You think it's going to become more affordable? It's about to get more expensive. So what are we going to do? Let's just be honest with you. I'm sorry, guys. I ain't about Xbox exclusive. I ain't about hardware. It's dead. I'm trying to do this because that's what Satya wants. Today, we're adding millions more through Vita, OS, and Hisense. So more people can play on the hardware they already own. Go somewhere else. We got to go somewhere else. Our hardware does not succeed. We wish Xbox could even get just 50 million, not the 100. You know, you can do that. You can even make it to 40 million. Hey, bro, probably ain't going to, you know, because it's pretty clear what's going on here. So everything that I have been telling you this whole time is now coming to fruition again. What do you have to say about this? This is why I say you got to support AGN because he's the one that's not misguiding you. And he makes PlayStation videos and Xbox videos on equal terms. I've self-farmed both as well. Criticized both, supported both. But we know who has the most mistakes over here in the Xbox world. Oh, yeah. So going down, he says, step 1, help make consoles more expensive. Step 2, tell everybody consoles are too expensive. Step 3, good news, we have a subscription for that. And step 4, multiple devices are back. Everything is an Xbox again. I'm sorry, I deceived you. I told you Xbox exclusives are coming back. And I want to strengthen and sell the hardware. But then I'm telling you to go away from the hardware again. I want all you people to focus on Xbox over here. I want to talk about Xbox over there. I want to do backwards compatibility on PC. Well, if you were just straight up about that and you stuck to the plan, everybody would know that, yeah, you need to be a publisher and you need to branch out, because the exclusive Xbox game in a way too overpriced hardware on top of that is not going to work. You're trying to go back to a game but you're in a way worse situation where all the stats are all negative and take down significantly. Why would you do that? Your only hope at that point is to just keep branching out as much as you possibly can. And that's what you're doing right there. The only reason we're making fun of that is because of the flip-flopping, the two-faced nonsense, and just moving all over the place, and once again, not being stable and talking in two different directions consistently. Here goes this guy. Nobody cares right now. Make Uno reverse. That's not... Dude, shut up. Nobody buys physical copies on Xbox. It's more pathetic than you could imagine. Even without Microsoft not doing an all digital next gen, it's absolutely catastrophic. We got the stats. It's bad. You would be better off, like Matt Piscatella said, going to Nintendo Switch if you want to get physical and keep it there. And PlayStation physicals is significantly higher than Xbox support this generation. Shut up, fraud. You don't know what you're talking about, fanboy. All you're doing is you're desperately thinking that you would be in that position again. Like this is 2013 and you're going to have a PS4 generation with 118 million consoles sold. You're delusional. You're not going to even sell 10 million. That is not possible. This is not possible because you're not in Sony's position. And that change of tide is not going to happen. Nobody is going to care because nobody's going to buy Xbox hardware. I don't care what you do, it's over. If you can't realize that, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. I've been just trying to tell people the truth the whole time. Ken says, I know this probably wouldn't happen, but I love to see Xbox exclusives become specific to the Xbox Series consoles. You are slow. You want to kill the publishing? That's the only thing left. I said that because right now, as it stands, if you own a PC, there's no real point in buying an Xbox. Xbox has been done. That's why they had to go to PC. That's why I had to go to mobile. That's why they're trying TVs, everything. It doesn't work anymore. Your time is up. The market is just not there for that anymore. Your brand doesn't have that type of mass appeal. It was always an American appeal, and it had a sub-market in Europe. But that's all gone now. In Asia, you never stood a chance. How do you reach Asia? Not with hardware. How do you reach Europe now? You can't. You got to go to PC. You see? So what left over in America? You can't even beat Xbox. Xbox can't even beat Nintendo or PlayStation in its own homeland. It's getting slaughtered. It's narrowing down to all you got left is American territory. And they don't want to pay that much for those consoles. Xbox cannot sell hardware in Europe and Japan or Southeast Asia, anywhere over there. The only base that's left is in America. And you want to play that exclusive game in America where you have conditioned your base to be and have a Netflix mentality to not buy anything? Everybody knows the stats. Nobody was buying nothing. And physical is even more dead in the water. You had a Series S diskless focused generation with Game Pass and cloud. Just stop with the nonsense. It's not going to work. This is Xbox marketing. It's back, I see. No console required. Mixed messaging again. Can you just announce you want out of hardware? Because this is just the same mentality that is destroying Xbox. Bro, I'm telling you, if they would have stayed to the exclusive game on Xbox, I promise you it would not be better. It would be worse. But I get what you're saying. This would have not... If you wanted that, you should have never put Game Pass day one in the Xbox One era. You should have followed Sony's model. But then again, that was not guaranteed to succeed either. I'm telling you, no matter how you look at it, they just don't have the brand image. And they didn't do a good job with it. Here we go. Pretty much this is an Xbox campaign without saying it. See? It's all right there. Just please, Asha, please, you're doing a great job, but please do not follow Sony's disastrous decision to release a console that doesn't support native physical games. you are poised to corner the market if you can guarantee Xbox will have a disk drive on Helix. God, I swear I can't stand how dumb these people are. That is not going to do anything. Nice, that's good news. Streaming, I imagine, will one day be the future of Xbox. So exciting to see more progress here. Keep supporting physical discs and you'll get roughly 20% of Sony's customers with Helix. Yeah, okay. These people are delusional. No, it's not going to happen. Yeah, you canceled the PlayStation 5 version of Gears E-Day so it can fail. Why? Yeah, now you're talking sense when it comes to being a smart business man or businesswoman and understanding that you need your publishing to be strong and that you need to make money. You don't want to put the company in debt so that layoffs can happen. Like, why would you do that? Right? It's like, no. But yeah, that's what they're trying to do. But guess what, though? Let me tell you something. Well, it's Groundhog Day. Let me tell you something. The exclusive stuff is not going to last. It can't. It doesn't make any sense. They said they don't want to subsidize. Well, then we're going to see, right? I can't believe. I don't believe anything they say. Delusional. More people can play on the hardware they already own. Now, where have I heard that before? You see, merry-go-round circus. I told you, same thing over and over and over again. There it is. That's why AGN stays on it. He always knows what he's talking about. If you never wake up from this, you're going to keep falling for the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm telling you right now, this right here just proves how much people don't want to do anything with your app or anything, and how everybody is going to ignore, because that's not how gamers want to game. Once again, you're misunderstanding gamers. They don't want that. They want dedicated hardware or a handheld device. But you don't do that because you're not going to succeed in that anyways. Let's not talk about the Xbox where I have it. It was an abyssal failure. Ain't even sell 1 million copies. Yeah, it's like, oof. Bad. Gamers don't want to go on no damn phone either with those touchscreens, right? I think people were complaining about that PS6 controller patent. There's a certain amount of people that play that, but it's like gacha and certain other things. But for the most part, what gamers want is a portable device or dedicated hardware like a laptop, a desktop, a gaming console. Nobody wants to play gaming on no damn app on a TV where it's laggy and all that. They're just not getting it. They're just trying to increase the fake numbers and hopefully to get some money and scam some people. Other than that, let me know what you guys think. Become a member, leave a tip down below. As usual, AGM bringing you the truth and telling you that Microsoft does not understand gamers and they don't know what they're doing. And you can't trust this company because they don't know what they're doing and they're liable. And I'm telling you, if Satya starts getting really fed up, he's liable to sell off the Xbox hardware and just keep what he wants. It's going to make him back that money that he wants. Even if it's slowly over time, he's going to do it. I'm telling you. If not, I don't know. It is will become a subsidiary or something. So this is the future for Xbox. All I'm doing is being realistic because I'm not going to deceive myself and put myself into these false expectations to be disappointed. What's the point? I already know what it is. Later.